everyone, I'm Maggie. Welcome back to No Frills Kitchen, and today we're going to be making some chocolate chip cookies. I'm going to show you how to make chocolate chip cookies without chocolate chips, without brown sugar, and they're so easy to make that you don't even need a mixer. And if you love recipes like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos.
First and foremost, we need to brown the butter. This step isn't absolutely necessary, but it really takes your cookies to the next level. So, in a small saucepan over medium heat, melt 150 grams of unsalted butter. After the butter melts, you will notice it begin to foam and the milk solids will separate. Keep stirring occasionally just to make sure that the heat is evenly distributed. After about a few minutes, you will notice the milk solids begin to toast and give off a faint nutty aroma. When this happens, turn off the heat and transfer the butter immediately to a heat-proof bowl and allow it to cool down. If this is your first time browning butter, try to use a lighter colored pan to brown it in just so you can accurately gauge how quickly it's browning. It can go from perfect to burnt in a second. Now it's time to make your dough. In a large mixing bowl, whisk together 300 grams of all-purpose flour, 3 grams of salt, and 3 grams of baking soda. Set this aside for later. In the bowl with your cooled brown butter, add in 200 grams of granulated sugar, 20 grams of honey. This will give the cookies a chewy texture since we're not using brown sugar. 1 large egg plus 2 egg yolks, and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract or paste. Whisk these all together until well combined and the mixture turns pale, light, and fluffy, about a minute or two depending on how vigorously you whisk. Then, pour your dry ingredients over the wet ingredients. Using a silicone spatula or wooden spoon, fold these together until very well combined, all the flour is incorporated and a dough forms. Now, if you want to add chocolate, finely chop 100 grams of dark chocolate and fold it into the dough. This is completely optional though if you're after chipless cookies. Once the chocolate is incorporated, cover the dough and set it in the refrigerator to firm up for about 30 minutes. This will prevent the cookies from spreading like crazy when they're baking. While your dough is chilling, preheat your oven to 190 Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit. Once your dough is chilled, use a tablespoon or a scoop to portion out 16 even balls of cookie dough arranged on 2 parchment-lined baking sheets. If some dough balls are larger than others, take the time to redistribute the dough so that everything is relatively equal. This will ensure that the cookies bake evenly. If you have a small oven like I do, bake the cookies one sheet at a time in the center rack for about 12 to 15 minutes or until the cookies are browned and lightly cracked at the edges but still soft in the center. Allow them to cool for 5 minutes on the baking sheets before transferring to a wire rack and allowing to cool completely. Now, all there's left to do is to dig in and enjoy.
And that's how you make chocolate chip cookies. Let me know in the comments how you go with the recipe, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos.